everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Chris checking in with a new video. Today I have a very special guest, my mom.
Hello.
Yes, her name is Leslie and she is in Europe for the first time, guys. And I asked you in the last video that I uploaded to prepare questions for her so that you can get to know me better through her eyes and from her perspective, okay? So a lot of you ask questions. I have about, 5, 6, 7 of them. I'm gonna try to answer all of them and she's gonna answer them open and honestly, okay? So Mom, do you wanna introduce yourself a little bit? Tell everybody where you come from.
Yes, I am Leslie Murphy from the United States of America.
Okay, great. All right, and what do you do for a living?
I am a certified public accountant.
Okay, great, awesome. All right, so guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start the questions, okay? All right, so the first one, Mom, is from a subscriber named Jayla. She asks, what was the one thing Chris got in trouble over and over again for?
Oh, let me think. He used to get in trouble for saying bad words.
Okay, and what was it? What was the word? No, just say the S word.
The S word.
Okay. Okay. All right. Next. So basically, this is one of my subscribers. She is from Trinidad and Tobago, actually.
Okay.
It's a country in the Caribbean. She says, was it hard having your son leave the US to go live in countries that might not have a good reputation for how they treat Black people? Were you nervous for him, or have you gotten used to him moving around the globe? I'm moving to Germany in a month, and even though I've lived in the US for 12 years, my mom in the Caribbean is more nervous about me moving to Germany.
Yes, I was very nervous because when my son initially started this worldwide journey, he was only 15 years old. And at that time, I was in control of all of the medicine that he took, all of the food that he ate. He did his own laundry and everything, but I was very worried about my young child leaving the United States without me or his father. I believe I was more concerned about his well-being because at the time he was a dependent. And with me not being there, who was he to depend on? And me being able to trust the unknown was very difficult.
From a Black woman to another Black woman, what sorts of advice could you give her mother in terms of how to be calm while her child is abroad exploring the world?
Pray, pray, pray.
So have faith in God and pray. Okay.
Pray.
Okay, so.
That the Lord keeps his hands around your child. But you want them to be adventurous and to discover their quote unquote knack in life without being like a hindrance to that.
Okay, that's a really good answer. Thank you so much. My mom has actually been a really good example of that, you guys. I wouldn't be where I am today if my mom didn't let me go explore the world. So thank you, Mom, for letting me do the things that I
was actually totally against it at first. Okay. Not my child.
But she eventually let me do it. So this question now is from Ilka Herlingen. I think this person's from Germany.
Okay.
They ask, how was your reaction when your son told you he is gay? And of course, what are your thoughts on his life in Germany? And because I'm curious, tell us his favorite childhood dishes.
I don't think we ever had the open conversation about it, but I did learn of it. At first, it was difficult, but I realized at his age, and it's his life, and if he's happy, then I'm happy. I just want someone to love him almost as much as I do.
Okay, thank you so much, Mom.
My thoughts about his life in Germany. I don't really have anything particular that worries me or anything like that about him living in Germany. And the stories he tells me, he seems to be just fine and prospering the way that I want him to. So I really have no negative thoughts about him being here in Germany.
Okay, and the last one is, tell us about his favorite childhood dishes.
His favorite childhood dishes were grapes,
Okay.
also known as gapes, Mom.
So my favorite childhood dishes, was there anything else that I really liked when I was little?
Candy taste the rainbow.
So candy taste, I have to put a picture, so Skittles basically, guys.
But it was amazing to me how much he liked hamburgers and the way he would eat them. We had to train him how to eat the burger, although he loved it. He would eat the burger and one bun would slide this way and he'd bite on this end and then there'd be nothing left but the bun that slid this way.
Okay.
So to teach him how to hold it so everything wouldn't slide off was pretty difficult, but he liked hamburgers.
Okay. Okay, so another question that we have here is from a person named Katarina. This person says, what kind of values did you want to teach to your child?
Well, first of all, I wanted both of my children to be introduced to who God was. They're gonna start to make choices and begin accepting outsiders into their life. So it was important to me to introduce them to who God was by age 4. So by the time they reached high school age, their decisions would be based on what they know about God, not just being influenced by their peers in the world.
So basically, this is really interesting, Ma, because there are a lot of people in Germany who actually aren't religious. So, and I'm not presupposing, Katarina, that you are not religious, but would you give some advice to people? Because in our family, particularly speaking, because we're African American, we have a lot of, we have a very deep connection to God because it's what got us through slavery. But what sorts of advice could you give people in terms of who want to raise their kids who don't believe in God? Like, what sorts of values do you think that they should instill in their children besides outside of religion?
To be open-minded, adventurous,
Okay.
however cautious in their adventures
Okay.
because of the ways of the world. Open-minded, adventurous, accepting of everyone, because I personally think that all humans are the same.
Oh.
Although you go through other people not feeling the same, but I think you should give everyone the benefit of the doubt until you can't.
Okay, that's really good advice. Okay. So next one, Chun had asked, what is your first impression of Germany? You can be brutally honest.
I can be brutally honest.
Yes.
This is a very clean country.
Okay, I said that.
There's no trash and litter everywhere. Most of the landscaping is done. I've even seen acres, maybe up to 10, 12 acres. Looks professionally groomed. Rules are definitely followed by everyone without anyone having to intervene.
Okay.
People are cordial. If, unlike me, you can speak the language.
So it's interesting because you talk about rules and everybody, and I've made so many videos and everybody talks about that. Like, Germany is a place where rules are rules and laws are laws. But you've been here for a few days. So I want you to tell us about what are certain things that you see that people obey here that they wouldn't necessarily obey in the United States? Because you said they follow the rules without people having to tell them.
Yes.
They do it instinctively. So can you give an example of a cultural difference in terms of how American follow rules and then maybe how Germany, from your experience here?
I would say, like, there's a pedestrian lane, a bike lane, and then a vehicle lane. Everybody follows the rules.
Okay.
If the pedestrian lane is next to the bike lane, you don't walk in the bike lane.
Okay. Yeah.
And you see hardly no one walking in the bike lane. They walk in the pedestrian lane.
Right, okay. In what ways has Chris grown that you didn't expect?
Well, when he was a young boy, I told him to see the world. I didn't realize by the time he's this age, he's seen how many countries?
About 30. Yeah.
30 different countries, and he's not 30 years old. I was just introducing to him as a child that there's more to life than us just living here in Michigan, you know. There's a big world out there. You have the opportunity to see it. And he took me literally.
Thank you for fostering that. Yeah.
Yes, he took it literally. His personality was always inquisitive, adventurous, hands-on. He wanted to be involved. He would ask questions. Your inquisitiveness has taken you around the world.
Okay.
Without a cape.
Okay. Thank you. Well, first, guys, I didn't want to make these questions very long. And you know, but this is my mom's first time being on YouTube. Literally, this is in one shooting. Honestly, this is in one shooting. I thought she was going to be really nervous. She is doing an amazing job, Mom. You did an amazing job. You may think about opening a YouTube channel, okay? So, guys, basically, this is my mom. You know, her name is Leslie, and I'm going to take probably another video. We're going to go be visiting some things. We already went to the Alps, and I'll be going to Neuschwanstein, basically to show her the castle where King Ludwig used to live so that she can see some of that. I'm gonna record that journey for us, and I'm gonna put this on video. This basically, I wanted to make this video because my mom has talked to me in the past about legacy, you know, about having children and having a legacy, but I want this video to serve as a permanent place on the internet so that if your great grandchildren can see the interactions that we've had, and this will be on the internet forever. So thank you so much for visiting me, for coming into my circle. I haven't lived with my mom since 2012, guys. It's been such a long time. She's flown thousands of miles to see me and visit me, and so I'm really happy to have you here. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, okay. So guys, comment, like, subscribe, share this video if you care. I hope we answered your questions, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.
Ciao.